Hi, this is Ernie again. I'm that guy who had $6 in his checking account to now having millions of dollars. For those who are interested in investing but little afraid, given that a lot of people are talking about a recession, I'm going to show you how I'm going to use that fear and generate income selling options, and then use that income that I just made to get free shares that could potentially do well if and when we get into a recession. So let me start with this one first. I'm using Thinkorswim platform for those who are wondering what this is. There is a Direxion 3X healthcare bull, and this has not been doing well. As you probably know, United Healthcare just tanked, and it has been struggling for a while. Let's go to 5-year chart. It was doing incredibly well, trading about $150, came back down, and then it went back up, and now it just descended so much, from almost 50% from what it used to be. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sell put options on healthcare, because healthcare is one of those sectors that will actually do well when you get into a recession. And for those who are wondering, why do I think healthcare does well in a recession? It's because this is an essential part of our economy. It's not like, oh, I think I'm gonna go buy a nice bag. Actually, it's a recession, I don't wanna buy. When you are sick and when you are ill, you have to go to a hospital, or you need to go see a doctor and take medicine or get a surgery. Surgery you could postpone. So if you go to any doctors or somebody working at a hospital, you could postpone surgeries because it could cost a lot of money, or you have to take time off, and that's something that people might not want to do when their job might be in jeopardy. So what do? They want to postpone that surgery as much as possible by taking medications. And that's why I think the cure has bottomed, so that's why I'm gonna sell puts. And once I generate money, then I'm gonna use that money to buy pharmaceutical companies now that I think it has bottomed. And I shown in a couple videos, many videos ago, that there's a ETF called PIL that is going to do well. And I started buying when it was around $5.70 or so. Now it's sitting 8. So that's what I'm going to do. But let me show you how to sell options first, and how I can use that money to start accumulating even more PIL shares. So as you can see from here, this option is gonna expire in about 17 days. Sorry, you cannot see this well, but it says it's gonna expire on the September 19th. And I'm going to try to aim for I wanna get 4%, but that's not possible here, given that there's only 2 weeks left. So I'm going to try to get about $1.60. And I think that's being greedy, but it's just what it is. So I'm going to pick $77. That's going to give me somewhere between $1.50 and $1.65, because that's giving me precisely about 2% over a little over 2 weeks. Or actually, it should be 3 weeks. Yeah, but 79, I think it's a little too risky. I know this looks complicated. This is why I always recommend people to use proper Charles Schwab or even Fidelity, or actually even those are complicated. This is why I always recommend SoFi, especially for those who are not trading options. And as you can see here, when I do that, I'm gonna make about this much money, and that's what I'm aiming for. And I still have enough buying power to do more than enough, more than $400,000, about $360,000. And as you can see, to be as transparent as possible, that's today's date, I sold 77 puts. Yeah, the reason why I did Think or Swim, there's a glitch at Charles Schwab. You cannot see option chain on Cure. So I sold 10 options or 10 contracts at $1.57. My commission is this, which is negotiated. And I generated about that much money. And this is something that I did earlier, selling Mara call options at $17. But anyway, so this is what I got. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use that money to buy pill shares. And why am I getting into pill? I mean, besides the reason that I shared earlier, look at this chart. It went from peak here to here to here, and it never broke that trend until around middle of June. I actually shared this around late May, I think early June, that there might be a potential that this could be a brand new trend. And it ended up creating a new trend. And this is why I ended up buying some of these shares. Now there's a clear support line heading up. And now it's a little elevated, and I think a lot of people are now buying because if you look at the RSI, it's in the overbought territory. But I think this is one of those industry sector that has been beaten down so much that people are scooping up knowing it has no place to go but up. And most of us will wish. I mean, I got in, I think around like 572 or so. Most of us wish we bought this long time ago. And look at this chart. This is the chart we're talking about. 5-year chart. This used to be a $30 ETF. It has gone down a lot. And now there's the new trend supporting, and it's going to hit, $8.45. It's going to hit eventually around $10. And once we breaks that, I think it's going to continue to go higher. And based on the amount of money that I made, I am able to get 195 shares. And I'm going to go and buy it. And this is how I'm going to start accumulating even more pill shares. As you can see, I bought 193 at $8 and a penny. And this is the amount of money that I spent. Oh, and then you see from below some of my options that just expired. You will see here, expired. I know this might be a little confusing to many people, but that's why you should check out my videos for step-by-step process on how to sell options to make free money, and then to buy or get free shares of, I could have done either Cure or pill, but I believe the pill is a lot more undervalued and it is a lot less downside. So that's why I decided to take pill shares. But this is all available in my watch list called Leveraging Options. So please go check it out. And for those who are wondering what my logics are, why I chose one over the other, if you comment, I will respond to you within 24 hours. So please utilize that if you have any questions. And please don't forget to like, repost, and follow me for more investment tips, especially leveraging options, so that you'll be able to get free shares. It's really, really that easy. Anyway, I'm going to post another video on Klarna because they just issued an IPO, not RFP, IPO. So I'm going to go over their financials, how well they're doing, and whether it's even worth asking for shares. So stay tuned and don't forget to follow so you don't miss the video. All right, thanks for watching. Bye.